Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Amma ba'du. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another lesson on note 2 of our Quran word list build-up. So we are still talking about word list that has to do with negation and exceptions. Today the new lesson is going to start from number 10, 11 and probably 12, inshallah. But before we start a new lesson, as usual, let's rehearse what we have learned so far, because the words are disjoint. They are not being put in they are not being put into phrases or into sentences for now. And because we want to master, we want to be familiar with these words, and with repetition comes mastery. So the first we have is na'am, which means yes for a positive asked question. Bala, also yes for a negative asked question. Kalla, nay. Illa, except. In illa, nothing. In illa, like nothing except. Did not, nothing but. In illa, nothing but. Then ma illa, did not except. Then we have Allah, that they should not. La, also does not for present and future use. Ma also means not for present, but present and past. So lan is will not for future negation. So after that we have lam, like a negation for did not in the past. And then we have laysa and laysat, is or are not. So these are the new ones we want to take today. The one from lan, this particular one, number 10, lan, lam, number 11, and laysa, number 12. So let's move on to that aspect. So we have lan. Lan is for negating the occurrence of a future action. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَنْ يَتَمَنَّوْهُ أَبَدًا بِمَا قَدَّمَتْ أَيْدِيهِمْ. Another phase, this particular one is in Surah Al-Baqarah. Another one in Surah Munafiqun, Allah said, وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا. So the meaning of the first example here is, they will not wish to die because of what their hands put forward, or because of what their hands have put forward. Because of what their hands had put forward. So let's put, so Surah Al-Baqarah, check for the reference please. Then the next one, وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ. This one means that, and Allah will not delay. You see the will not are being put in what, in red. So that's the point of reference. Allah will not delay any soul when its time has come. And that's Surah Munafiqun. So that's for the first word for today, or the first new word we want to take for today. Then the second new word we want to take a look at today is lam. Lam is for negating the occurrence of an action in the past and also in the future. For example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. So this means, okay, we are coming to the meaning. And another example is Alam yarahu ahad. Alam yarahu ahad. So the meaning of Lam yalid wa lam yulad is, he did not beget, nor was he begotten. he did not beget, nor was he begotten. Then for Allam yarahu ahade, Surah 2, that's this Lam yalid wa lam yulad is Surah 2 what? It is Surah Ikhlas. Surah 2 Ikhlas. First, Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid. So that's first 3 of it. First 3 of Surah 2 Ikhlas. Then that no one has seen or will see him. This is a verse of Surah to what? Suratul Balad. Suratul Balad. First number what? Assignment number 2 of this lesson. Check for that. Then Laysa. Laysa is the next word. Laysa means nothing, no or negation depending on the context. So Laysa kamithlihi shay'un, laysa lahum ta'amun illa min dari'. All this means nothing, nothing. So now let's see the translation of Laysa kamithlihi shay'. Nothing is similar to him in any way. Laysa kamithlihi shay'. Nothing is similar to him in any way. That is, nothing is similar to Allah in any way. And this is a phase of Surah to Shura. Surah to Shura. So please check for the phase number. So this is Surah to Surah Shura. Then the next one. لَيْسَ لَهُمْ طَعَامٌ إِلَّا مِنْ ضَرِيعٍ. Nothing like food for them except that from pause. So this is Surah to Ghashiyah. Surah to Ghashiyah. Ghashiyah. Please check for the first number and add to it. Then أَلَيْسَ اللَّهُ بِأَحْكَمِ الْحَاكِمِينَ. أَلَيْسَ اللَّهُ بِأَحْكَمِ الْحَاكِمِينَ. Isn't Allah? So once you have the added to the question, it will not be just nothing. It will be like, isn't it? Isn't it? So that is a bit of a variation of Laysa that was not mentioned in the table. Isn't Allah the best of all judges? Isn't Allah the best of all judges? This is Surah to Tin. Surah to Tin. Number what? Check for the number reference. So inshallah, this is where we'll stop today. The assignments remain referencing the phases that have been brought in the lesson, and once you do that, that would suffice for the assignment. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا.